Before I start with the video, I will address two disclaimers. One, the video is not a video where I actually try to destroy someone for their love of communism or even socialism or Marxism, okay? I'm not trying to be Augusto Pinochet or anything, okay? If you actually read the title carefully, there is a reason why the word communist is in quotation marks. Second of all, this this rant about him will be based on my discovery about this guy than other people's discovery, unless they actually relate to my discovery or can be able to or are able to be added up in my own. Okay? Oh yeah, one more thing. This video is a podcast video, so I will not show shit at all on the video instead of the effects and shit in my voice. But I will indeed provide some links on the description, and I'll provide a bunch of them, of course. So let me get to the point. The user that I'll be talking about right now is no other than Communist Creeper. So this guy is a very problematic user. In fact, this guy is far worse than libertarian socialist rants. You know that guy that got destroyed by the Finnish Bolshevik? That guy? This guy is far worse than the libertarian socialist rants. At least, okay, even if I disagree with the libertarian socialist rants views, his viewpoint, I could actually still admit that his videos are actually still worth my time than this guy's works, okay? So, let me go to my first problem with him. First of all, his political views make no sense. Judging by the video that he actually made about himself called What is a Communist Creeper, which the title itself sounds problematic. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that thinks about that, okay? But here's the thing. This guy states that he's a feminine man, a socialist that prefers reform over revolution, and a centrist leftist. Ooh. Okay, let me just go to the point. I'm going to leave that one first point out about the feminine man thingy because I believe that if this is still his viewpoint and such, okay, if he's more straight and such, that's not gonna deny anything. He's still gonna be an idiot. Okay, now the second point. He's a socialist that prefers uh, reform over revolution. Now the first word is socialist, okay? So my friend, okay, who had a Discord account recently, went to my Discord server, starts spamming screenshots of him debating with this guy. And when I saw his debate, he actually states that not my friend, okay, not my friend, Creeper, okay. He states that he actually despises Stalin and Lenin. Okay, fine. I mean, some communist leaders do that too. Pol Pot does not like Ho Chi Minh, and vice versa. Tito does not like Stalin, vice versa. Nikita Khrushchev does not like Stalin, and what else? Oh yeah, Mao Zedong does not like Nikita Khrushchev, and maybe even vice versa. That is normal. I'm not gonna try to destroy him because he disagrees with Lenin or Stalin. But the fact that he continues on and say that he's a libertarian leftist, what the heck are you, man? He's a libertarian leftist. He says that he's a libertarian leftist. You gotta be serious about this, okay? He's a libertarian leftist, and he starts saying stuff like, "Mate, you're good at mentioning authoritarian socialists. Well, I can mention libertarian leftists like Gandhi and shit." First of all, not all of those can be considered as socialist, and why the heck are you even called communist in the first place? And why the heck do you state that you're a socialist? That is not socialism, okay? That's libertarian socialism. For further proof of libertarian socialism, he actually, I don't know if this is recent or not, he mentioned it in the description of his channel. Not the description of one particular video that he makes, but if you actually look the About tab, like the about tab on his YouTube channel, he actually says libertarian socialist rants. So this guy is possibly a libertarian socialist as well. Okay, let's stop right there and let's hop into the post that I made about this guy. Okay, so this guy actually discovered that I made a post about him because I linked that post onto my friend's video, and he came to that video and saw me linking that post. Okay, and he actually want to archive that by favoriting it so he can actually rant on me just like what he did to my friend, because he responded to Creeper about his bullshit points and such. And okay, he did that, okay, but he can't do that anymore because I blocked his ass. Because I don't want to go on with stupid ass arguments that make no sense, and it's more feeling based than facts and shit. But okay, so what happened was, before I blocked him, okay, he also notices that I made a meme about him. So basically, if you don't know, there's a guy called Harpal Brar who is the leader of the Communist Party of Great Britain, a Marxist-Leninist. He, in one of his lectures, he said stuff like, "It is easier to call yourself a communist than to act communist." And I used that thing he said against Creeper, as well as the fact that I put a smiley face on Creeper's face when Hopper Brar says like it's easier to call yourself a communist, as well as put a pink background to represent the red quadrant. And after that, then to act communist, like in that part, I put him in the green quadrant and make him a crybaby and shit. Okay, like that's another thing about this guy. That's another thing about this guy. He says he's a socialist, right? And he says libertarian leftist, and he seems to dislike the authoritarian left quadrant, right? Isn't socialism a part of the authoritarian left quadrant? That's my biggest question. Isn't socialism a part of the authoritarian left quadrant? Any of you can come to my face and say, oh, it's not like Marxism and Leninism, but there's no doubt that socialism is still in the red quadrant. And he just said that. Like, his views make no sense. And like in that meme, he made a comment about that socialist reform bullshit, and I told him to prove his point. And he says he hates capitalism and Vosh. No. He likes Vosh and hates capitalism. Yeah, like that. Now that capitalist part, I will get into that later. And the Vosh thing, I'm gonna leave that out, even though people says he's a pedo apologist. But I do not really know much about him, so that's people's discovery than my discovery. So I'm gonna leave that out. Okay, it's not related to mine's. But then I told him about the SJWs, and I need to know what he thinks about it. And I told him like he better does dislike them, and he actually says he likes them. You guys can actually come to my face and say that he's trolling, he's trying to get onto my emotions and shit. But then the rant that he made about my friend prove it wholeheartedly. Like he in like the second thing that my friend actually mentions, okay? The second thing that my friend actually mentions was like, if you dislike the social justice warrior and shit, he's gonna call you a phobe or a racist. And he actually says, actually, if you actually dislike the social justice warrior, there's no doubt that you're gonna be a racist or a phobe. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. I'm gonna say this once. I'm a guy with Asperger's, you know, that mental disability. I'm gonna say this once. I have never lost that many brain cells in my life. Okay? Like I did not lose any brain cells when I was born. But I never lose as many brain cells as like that time when I listened to him respond like that. Because let me just say it out loud. Saying that is as stupid as me going to a person, calling that person Islamophobic because he or she hates the Islamic State. Yet, keep this in mind that there are a lot of Muslims out there who died trying to eradicate these jihadi Islamic extremist groups. You are that stupid. Like, I have a bunch of friends and they are black and shit. Hispanic and shit, they all hate the SJW. And keep in mind that one of my closest friends on Discord, like one of my artists, she's bisexual. I'm not gonna say her YouTube channel and shit. She hates Black Lives Matter. And she freaking hates the social justice warrior. You have to deal with that, you retard. Also, not only that, I'm not only mentally disabled, I'm also Asian, and from where I'm from, ethnically Chinese people are a minority. So you cannot say shit about me being a neo-Nazi white supremacist because that's gonna make you look like a fool. And not only that, like one of my friends who is also one of my buds who is also who's a LGBT or something. I think he's asexual. I'm not sure if that's a part of the LGBT or something. He says that the SJW discriminates people that actually disagrees with them, even though they are like black LGBT or shit like that. If you actually do that on me, you're gonna prove his point. You're gonna prove his point about the SJW. Also, about socialism and capitalism, isn't the SJW pretty much capitalist? Like hear me out here. Hear me out. Okay, hear me out. Jason Unruh said in one of his videos, okay, Jason Unruh, Maoist Rebel News, said in his Joker video something like, actually that makes perfect sense. The social justice warrior actually talks about everything except for class. And I don't think that's a lie. I don't think that's made up. That is true. Like Jason Unruh does not need to provide so many links about that statement. We can actually think about it, and actually, it's true. Like, look at that. Like, look at Twitter and look at the film industries and the other shit. What could you say about that? Also, stop saying that SJWs are a minority and shit. Okay, and treating that they should not be harmed or something. Because I'm gonna say this out loud. Okay, being a minority has nothing to do with oppression. Everybody has their own right to be a minority. Like they are a minority on their own right. Okay, like if I move to another country, example, if I'm from China and I move to another country, I'm obviously a minority there, right? But like I said before, minority has nothing to do with oppression. Okay, if that is what you believe, you are the oppressor. And what SJWs do on Twitter and some shit like that is oppression. Like the SJW's vision of a utopia is possibly like apartheid South Africa, except everybody who disagrees with them will be the blacks, and they will be the whites. That's how stupid you guys are. That's how stupid you guys are. Okay, that's how stupid you SJWs are. And stop saying that you hate capitalism. That's not gonna prove anything, commie creeper. Okay, apart from that socialist bullshit thing, let me just go back to that uh, reform over revolution thing before I actually go to the video of my friend deeper. Okay, now how can I believe that you actually support reform over revolution? How could I believe that? Just recently, you made a video called "Cancel Zimbabwe," and that video itself felt like a it felt like you're in exile. Okay, it felt like you're in exile from Zimbabwe, and you're trying to gather as much people to start a revolution to overthrow the government. Like, you're that stupid. You're that stupid. That is revolution. In fact, the video itself felt like colonial advertisement, like a pro-colonialist advertisement. Like, I mean, it makes sense. Like, right, this guy is from the United States. Like, I didn't mention that, but this guy is from the United States, and the United States like to overthrow regimes for a regime change, like the what they did with Chile, like the first 9/11. Also, what they did with Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein. You're that stupid. Like, not only that, like my friend says that this guy is a man whore of the mainstream media, and I don't think that's a lie. I don't think that he's making that up. Like, I don't think he's making that up. He's pretty SJW, and SJWs follow the mainstream media, like most of it, and that's bullshit. Okay, yeah, and yeah, you're gonna say that you prefer reform over revolution. Get out of here. Get out of here. you don't prove me anything. It just proves you that you're a hypocrite. Also, you said that you're gonna start a socialist party in Zimbabwe. How could I believe the shit out of you that that socialist party of yours is gonna work? Your views make no sense, okay? Your views make no sense. So why will anyone join your party? Okay, your views are so, I don't know how to describe it, but it just makes no sense. Like, here's the thing. If I could advise this guy to improve his views or anything, okay, he could actually do what I did. Okay, he could actually look up more ideologies, like in a Polcom Ball Wikia. Like that actually educates you to some shit. I don't care if someone says like, "Oh, that's just a meme site or something." No, that actually educates you with some shit. And not only that, if I could recommend something even better, I suggest that this guy actually take political tests online and answer shit honestly to get his results. And to further make sure of that, he needs to answer that honestly multiple times. So he needs to take the test multiple times and answer shit honestly and not try to get a certain result. Like that. Like that's what I did. Because let me tell you something. There are people out there who only learn politics and history through memes. Memes! There's a person out there who learns politics and history through memes. And he did a better job than this guy. He did a way better job. Okay, I know that he actually makes mistakes, and he does not deny that. Okay, he even says that he's not sure about something and something and such. But yeah, he's a lot better than you, at least. Okay. Now, okay. Now there's a third point I need to cover up. Centrist leftists? Are you kidding me? There's no word in the political language called centrist leftists. I have not seen a single political, historical, or something article that says centrist leftists. None. Zero. It's center left. Like it or not, it's center left. And if that's what you're referring to, how could I believe the shit out of you? Because your views are too left wing to be center left or even centrist in the first place. Okay, enough of those 3 points. Now let's go to the other points of the bullshit that he mentions in my friend's videos. Okay? Video. Not videos, okay? Now, here's the thing. Uh, Now, the first point that my friend says, okay, um, if you say the N word, there's no doubt you're gonna be called a racist by this guy. Okay, I agree with Creeper on this point until I actually try to get his point. Like, not his, okay, not what I'm referring by his is my friend's point, okay? So I actually had a discussion about, hey, why you say that? You know, that what are you trying to say there? Because like not everyone's gonna get it carefully and they might misunderstood that. I actually had a quite some time of discussion with my friend. It turns out he was actually not racist. Okay, yeah, he's not racist from the start. Actually, my friend's not racist from the start. But it turns out what he was referring to is the fact that Commie Creeper cannot take dark humor. Okay, such as the white supremacy jokes or the Hitler jokes or something. He can't take a joke. He can't take dark humor like freaking typical SJWs and such. Like I will not defend my friend because he says like saying the N word will get you called a racist. I'm not gonna deny that. Like that is a bad argument, and I think he should formulate that in a better way. Because yeah, if I actually defend that, it will be like defending the director of Cuties by saying that the film that she makes was basically not intended to be a porn film, but it ended up showing porn. Like either way, she did it anyways, right? Okay, but here's the thing about dark humor and the racism shit. Okay, um, Creeper made a video. Yeah, I need to jump out of the video again. Maybe I need to jump out of multiple videos and jump to other videos because like I really need to cross everything out from my list here. But here's the thing. So Creeper made a rant on the notorious Gypsy Crusader, you know, the Joker, the real life Joker, who is actually a neo-Nazi white supremacist, okay? And like he can't take the joke. Like he can't take Gypsy Crusader's jokes and so on. Like his rant on Gypsy Crusader, like my main problem about his rant. It feels like it feels like if you're a 5-year-old, you get a VPN, you get access to Pornhub or Rule 34, you spend 10 hours looking stuff up in there, and after that, you make an hour long rant about how much you dislike it. Sure, okay, if your friend actually dares you to watch shit like Two Girls, One Cup and shit, you can actually respond like after that, say like how much you dislike it and so on. That is actually more reasonable. But the fact that this guy actually cannot take his jokes to the point that of ranting Gypsy Crusader like that, especially the fact that he's happy that Gypsy Crusader is off YouTube. Yeah, this person has a problem. That is as bad as Matthew Davis's rant on Johnny Test, even though the show got cancelled, and he made a really big rant about that. Yeah, like I said, even the show is cancelled, and Gypsy Crusaders on BitChute, so there's nothing you can do. All the uploads are gonna get taken down anytime soon, and those that won't get taken down are softcore versions out of him, so they are possibly censored and shit. Yeah, so there's no use of complaining to that, okay? That's really stupid if you actually do that about the Gypsy Crusader shit. Not only that, but the last thing I'll be covering from the response video of my friend, okay, is the fact that this guy could not describe people's ideologies, which is related to the Gypsy Crusader rant that he made, okay? Because here's the thing, this guy even dares to say that Ted Kaczynski, aka the Unabomber, is a anarcho-capitalist. No, he's a narco-primitivist. Okay, if I'm not sure about that, okay, because I'm not really a fan of Ted Kaczynski, and my friend's a fan of that, then maybe the thing that he says in the Gypsy Crusader rant will actually make sense. Now, the thing what he says in the Gypsy Crusader rant is basically like he says something like, Gypsy Crusader is friends with a Nazgul, which is a communist that hates Jews. If you actually can look at my face right now, you will understand that I am face palming right now of how stupid that is. How fucked up and stupid and bullshit that is. Like, here's the thing. Aren't the communists themselves pretty anti-Semitic from the start? I'm not trying to follow the media here, but I have another proof that you're an idiot for saying that, because you're possibly mentioning one Nazbol ideology out of like the others. Like, isn't he aware that back in World War II there was a organization in Israel called the Lehi movement, like the Lehi militia, which after Avraham Stern's death, the movement became a Nazbol movement, which was actually supported by the Soviet Union. It was a Zionistic, okay, a Zionistic Nazbol ideology, and you just say that Nazbols are communists that hate Jews, and I don't know if you did not look that up, or that is something that is pretty rare from the start, or you're just ignorant. Maybe you are ignorant, okay, maybe you are. And on top of that, I could actually think that this guy is actually referring to Strasserism, but there is no doubt that what he says is still stupid, and that is not the answer. Because Strasserism, the one that is made by the Strasser brothers, like Otto Strasser and Gregor Strasser. Strasserism is basically National Socialism, but you do not throw away the socialism. And the thing you just said, okay, about that communists hating Jews is stupid, because like an ideology that hates Jews is called anti-Semitism, and that is just one aspect from the Nazi ideology. There are more aspects, like there's a Lebensraum, which is a living space, the Führerprinzip. What else? There's the, what else? Oh yeah, I remember, Volksgemeinschaft, Social Darwinismus, Rassismus. There are more to that, and you just only include anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism. That is anti-Semitism. Nazism is not just hating on Jews. It's more complicated than that. Like, it's not really complicated, but I think in your eyes it is because you suck at identifying. Here's my question. If you suck at identifying your own ideology, how could you identify other people's ideologies? Okay? Even the ones that you hate. Another thing I would like to mention, okay, about the Gypsy Crusader rant is the fact that your entire video, it sounds like you're siding with the Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Heck, you even said stuff like, don't call Antifa Antifa, call them anti-fascists. Dude, I'm gonna say this out loud. If I was a Soviet veteran, okay, if I was a Chinese veteran that fought against the Japanese, or a Soviet veteran that fought against the Japanese and Germans, there is no way I'm gonna be compared to the idiotic Antifa. There's no way I'm gonna allow someone to do that to me. Okay? Why the heck do soldiers who died trying to eradicate fascism be compared with some idiots in black that actually blames everyone with illogical reasoning and shit, okay? USJWs, okay, about that thing where you say that, oh, if you hate social justice, you are homophobic and shit. Here's my bigger question. How many times do you SJWs illogically target random shit, okay, that has nothing to do with your opposition or even politics in the first place? Like what you did with Sonic the Hedgehog movie, Uzaki-chan, anime and shit like that. That makes no sense, especially the fact that you defend shit that you claim to possibly be against, like the fact that you defend the Abby sex scene, and not only that, you defend cuties. Well, Uzaki-chan is actually 19 years old, and cuties are actually 11 years old. Even their actors are 11-year-olds. You defend that shit. You're disgusting. You're disgraceful SJWs. Okay, you make no sense. Okay, like if you say that we are a problem for hating you and the fact that we are Nazis that are homophobic and shit, I want you guys to look at yourselves and try to count how many times have you actually did this to us, like what I mentioned before. Okay, and okay, who was I gonna mention again? Oh yeah, he even said that Black Lives Matter has the right to protest as a response to Gypsy Crusaders what is it? Emotional video about the downfall of his life. Like, you know that video, the one that is like he discusses about how Antifa and the SJW neoliberal bullshit tries to ruin his life. Like in that video, okay, Creeper responds that Black Lives Matter has the right to protest. Okay, now here's a better question. If Martin Luther King was alive right now, do you think he will support that? Do you think he will support that? Because I can assure you one thing, okay? Most blacks that do not want to participate in Black Lives Matter, are not pro-Trump or anything or submissive to white people. They have really complicated reasons to actually dislike them. Yet these reasons actually make sense if you actually try to understand why they dislike Black Lives Matter in the first place, because it is stupid. Like Black Lives Matter has been doing nothing lately but cause havoc and chaos throughout the United States. And yeah, maybe that also proves my point, okay, Creeper, about that reform and revolution thing, because you said they have the right to protest, yet they're protesting as if it's a revolution. Okay, you know their symbol, the symbol of Black Lives Matter, is basically the Bolshevik Marxist symbol, but they just make it black, and that's like a revolutionary symbol. You said you hate revolution, you prefer reform, but you said that Black Lives Matter have the right to protest. Oh god, I think I just lost more brain cells right now. Like I think I lost a bunch of them right now, and yeah, and I think it's gonna affect my mental health just by talking about this guy. I don't know what to talk about this guy anymore, and yeah. Also, also this guy's videos. Okay, this guy's videos are Also, it does not make sense. Like he make a political list that does not make any sense, and he does a lot of bullshit and shit. Okay. Oh God, yeah. I don't want to talk about that. That really hurts my head. Yeah, like I said, all the freaking evidence will be in the description, and you can actually ask shit on the comments and shit. Okay. But yeah, in conclusion, okay. So yeah, okay. Like yeah, maybe that's it. But here's the thing, okay? If I could advise communists right now who are watching this video right here, you can say all your thoughts all you want. You disagree, agree, or anything. But I'm gonna say this out loud. Do not ever, ever follow this guy. Unless you want to subscribe to this guy just to spy scribe him and then like dislike all his videos and comment bullshit and shit, which yeah, maybe commenting is not really a good idea because he deletes all the comments when he's oversensitive. Like he lost to a debate and starts bitching out and then like he lost a debate on someone on this comment video. Maybe you're gonna delete your comments. Yeah, but don't follow this guy. Any other communist channel, I think, like, are better than this guy. Okay, I think no communist channel is gonna be as bad as this guy, unless it's the one that is as bad as he is. But okay, now about Creeper. If you find this video, I want you to do me a favor and shut up and don't call me a lazy ass fuck because the video itself has no gameplay footage like yours. Because you know what? Even your gameplay footages, your videos, like five of them or three of them, use the same gameplay footage. There's no denying that. You use the same gameplay footage, and I already made myself clear why I don't put so many edits in this video because it's gonna consume my time for other videos or even my time for like my other work outside of YouTube and shit, okay? Like, you better not screw this up, okay? Because Creeper, I hope you know what's coming, okay? I'm an animator, I'm an artist, and I'm also a memer and a shitpost creator. So I hope you know what's coming, okay? So don't screw this up unless you want to get screwed up and bitch out like a baby, okay? The more you keep doing that, the more I'm going to keep doing that to you, okay? As always, please like, subscribe, and even share. But do not share it to Creeper, otherwise you're going to send dislikes and I have to make shit posts and memes about him, okay? So yeah, thank you all for watching and peace out.